to say hello to everybody. And this, just telling you, meeting obviously will focus on the burglary that took place about 3 years ago at Lorna's house. Kevin and I are here to facilitate the meeting, and we're both impartial, and we're just here to help Lorna and Phil to explain the issues and say how things can be repaired. We will be making notes, so if you see us sort of our eyes drop down a bit, that's because we're taking a note, if that's okay. So I'd like to start by thanking everyone for coming. It's recognised that it takes a lot of courage to take part in the meeting, and everyone has agreed to take part voluntarily. So the conference will focus on what Phil did and how his behaviour affected others. The meeting is not about deciding if anyone is good or a bad person. It's to explore how people have been affected by what's happened, and to work towards repairing the harm that's been done. Everyone will have a chance to have their say. If you would like to take a break, then please indicate by putting your hand up. And if you're finding it hard to hear, if you've got a printout of the ear that was sent out, then please hold that up. Otherwise, if you put your hand behind your ear, then we will take notice of that and try to do something about it. If we do take a break, then I will move into one of the rooms with Lorna, and Kevin will move into the other room with Phil and Candy. If for any reason there's a problem with the internet, I understand that you all have our phone numbers, and the plan is to contact Kevin on his mobile phone and put it on loudspeaker until the issues are resolved. So if I can turn now to the ground rules, and first of all is for all mobile phones to be switched off. So if we can all make sure that that's happened, or if not switched off, at least put on to silent, because just in case you do need to contact one of us, perhaps just put it on silent. And then I know we went through ground rules previously, but just briefly to reiterate, there's no record. You can't record the meeting by computer or telephone. No photographs will be taken, and no one should be in the room that shouldn't be there. So can I just check that you are all in separate rooms with nobody in the room? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So, as I said earlier, you can take a break at any time. You have to be respectful to one another and use appropriate language, giving each chance to speak without being interrupted. Everything that's said in the room will remain private and confidential and won't go outside the meeting unless we've agreed that it should, including any publications on social media, unless anything's been agreed. The only time when things maybe does go outside the room is if there's been any abuse or any offences divulged, because this will have to be reported to our supervisor and possibly to the police. But we don't expect that to be the case, so everything should be confidential. Um, are you all happy with the rules and do you feel they're fair? Yeah. So I'll hand over to Kevin now